As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be.
Oh man, it's 8 o'clock.
And so that'll make it a.
I don't need the spotlight. I shine just fine.
Hi, I'm Karma, and yes, I am a bitch.
Brav, Brose.
Shooter, will you accept this, Brose?
Always.
Welcome to the Brav Bros, B-R-O-S-E. We are here for a very special episode. This is our first ever recap of The Bachelorette. We decided to branch out, like we said, so we're joining Bachelor Nation. Shooter, how are we feeling about that?
Pretty interesting, honestly. Very interesting to get into all of this. This is something, I don't know how the fuck we got here. You know how we always have those moments?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, how the hell we get here? Never really saw ourselves embarking. What the fuck? Embarking.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, okay.
Embarking on this Bachelorette quest.
Really good. Starting off with a real heater here. But yeah, no, never really saw us going down this path. But here we are, and I think it's a perfect fit because there are 25 dickheads on this show, and who better to talk about those assholes than us?
If there's anybody that is qualified to talk about dickheads and assholes in regards to men, I do believe it's us dickheads, because that's my favorite part about watching these shows, and I'd forgotten about this because I haven't watched The Bachelor or The Bachelorette in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I had experience with the show years prior, but that was always my favorite part, is the dudes on these shows. They're so fucking funny. Like, this show is comedy gold, and it's not trying to be, but it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do a lot of things.
They're trying to do many things. Be funny. They're funny when they're not trying to be funny.
Be funny.
Yeah, when they're trying to not be funny. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
When they're not trying to be funny.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't know. You just like randomly said be funny in the middle.
When they're
Be funny.
Well, that's what's lovely about this show is, look, we're just going to have a silly goose time. We're going to recap this entire season. We're going to give you our front runners, our dark horses. We're going to take some prop bets. We're going to have a draft at the end of this where we pick our teams. It's going to be teams of 5. I don't want to do a...
No, we can't do everything.
Yeah,
because obviously there's some clunkers out there.
There's some... Well,
there's some guys that I just downright refuse to have on my team. So I was worried that you were going to draft and then I was going to be stuck with somebody that I really didn't want.
Well, there's only 18 left, so we could do a 9-person draft.
No. 5 and 5 is way better.
Well,
Let's leave the clunkers out there.
How about 5 and 5, but each person gets to pick one remainder for the other person's team?
How about this? If within the next 2 weeks, one of our 5 gets eliminated,
okay,
we can pick from the pool.
The remaining.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got 8 guys left, or maybe we only have like 6, depending on how many go out. We have no idea how this works. You already watched it. I've never watched The Bachelor before.
So each week there's just a rose ceremony.
Well, I understand the concept of it. I just don't know how many go home each week.
I'm not 100% on that one either. They whittle away. It becomes less and less people going home. It's obviously the more men, the more people go home.
Yep.
And then it'll be slightly less
Feel
and
bad
less.
calling some of these guys men, but yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Okay. No, and I think that's going to be the funniest thing from all of this is obviously we'll be posting some content. We'll be talking about it in various social media platforms, and we're still going to get the same comments.
Do you think?
Straight guys need to stay out of women's business.
No way. There's no way that this
is like the perfect show for us to actually talk about, and they're going to still be like, nah, no.
I feel like this will be less heated. We'll be met with less pushback, maybe less gatekeepers.
Actually, no. I think I would hope that it's way more heat.
We want more
That'd
heat
from
Bachelor Nation.
If people get mad about this, that'd be great.
I know, because it's so good, and like my favorite part about this show and Bachelor shows in general. Here's a big thing. I watch Bachelor in Paradise is a big rehab show.
Okay.
Yeah, when we were there, Thursday night we were allowed to.
I always just assumed it was like I Love Lucy and stuff, but when I think of rehab, I think of like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and that's not even rehab. I don't know.
It's really funny. No, they let us watch, and then we had a special night. This is so sad thinking back, but we had a special night where we were allowed to watch TV late for an hour because it was the finale, and we wheeled and dealed. Bunch of addicts and alcoholics were like, "Come on, man," and they gave in. So we got to watch
on this.
Huh?
You guys betting on this?
No, you can't bet in rehab.
I imagine you can. I'm just asking you.
Highly frowned upon. But anyway, we watched Bachelor in Paradise, and that was 2018. That was my first run through with that show. Bachelor in Paradise is like the island of misfit toys. If
Right.
you don't, like, if you're good enough to be a part of Bachelor Nation, but you weren't good enough to be a Bachelor or a Bachelorette, you might get shipped off to Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah, I feel like that's way more in line with the shows that Netflix is kind of spewing out right now.
That's
whether
it's
it's
similar.
Like Love Island,
Yes.
Too Hot to Handle. There was another one that I just recently started watching a little bit, but yeah, that one's gonna be. I think that one's gonna be a lot of fun to break down, and we'll probably get into that too.
Bachelor
Why
in
not?
Paradise is fucking great. I loved Bachelor in Paradise because they're all, just like I said, the island of misfit toys.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's jump into the Bachelorette, and we get to meet our Bachelorette, who is somebody from the Bachelor last season. She got to the end, I guess.
Last season?
I don't know. That's the other thing.
That's the other thing.
And if you think we're gonna go back and do our homework on this one, you're wrong. So you're gonna get our honest takes fresh out of the gate. This is what you're getting. I'm sorry, she was on the.
Sorry, we don't know the lore.
We don't know
I
the.
think you need to know the lore for
Oh,
this, though.
the Bachelor.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Good one.
This is gonna be
That was
fun.
good. Yep.
It's gonna be fun. But Jen, she is 26. She's from Boston. She's not like the other girls. Okay,
They never are.
they never are, especially on these shows. She shoots hoops. She's actually got a good shot.
He's good. Yeah.
She's got a good shot. She's got a great tennis stroke. She plays lax and also looked. She is athletic.
Yep.
So it's actual athlete. We love to see that. She's going to PA school, physician's assistant. Sounds like she's taking a break to pursue her bachelorette.
How does this work? These people that just go, like, how long are they gone for? She's now on her second season of the Bachelor / Bachelorette, so she's just taking time away.
From what I know, okay,
Yep.
from what I've gathered from Bachelor Nation is if you can get into Bachelor Nation, like there's more shows for you. I'm not sure how.
Okay.
I'm not sure why, but a lot of these people are recurring.
Well, I get the contestant because you could become the Bachelor or
I know
Bachelorette
that
for
one.
sure. But if you get engaged,
Oh
Isn't
no,
that the
people!
goal?
Oh, dude,
and
people,
then you break it off, obviously, a week or two later.
and then they come back.
And then
We've
you
had-
come back, yeah.
I do know there was a Bachelor. I think he got engaged as. I think he did a 2 stint as the Bachelor.
Wow.
Yeah, people are gonna fact check this, so hopefully I'm right. I'm just throwing this out there. I think that happened, but yeah,
Jesse Palmer?
Jesse Palmer, ex-football player. He played for the Giants, I think. I
Yeah,
saw
he
that.
played at USC. That was more prominent. but-
Yeah. So anyway, Jesse Palmer replacing Chris Harrison, who got fired from the show, the OG host of the show for forever. But yeah. So anyway, back to Jen. You know, she's been waiting her whole life for true love. She's 26 years old. She's been waiting all of those 26 years for true love. Her parents' relationship really fucked her up. Okay, I think that's probably true for most of these people on these shows.
Yep.
Doesn't have a good relationship with her dad. It's a lot of the makings for a bachelorette on this show.
Sure.
I would think.
Yeah.
Right? What are your first impressions of Jen? What are you like? You meet Jen. She seems lovely.
She seems nice, potentially good career,
Yeah.
athletic.
Yeah.
Could be the whole package for the Bachelorette.
Well, that's the best part is when these dudes meet her. As you like hear throughout the show, it's like, I mean, if I don't get picked, I'm never gonna find love. It's like, dude, it's one night. Just take a breather.
Maybe they're right.
That's a sad premise.
Yeah.
That's a much different take on this show that I don't really care
Let's
for.
get dark.
Let's get dark with it. But we learned that she is the first Asian American bachelorette, so she feels a little added pressure. You know, she just wants to be herself, but she wants to do right by her family and everybody. And as we know, her parents are Vietnamese immigrants who gave up everything. Pharmacist school, I believe. The mom gave up pharmacist school
Yes.
to pharmaceutical school, Jesus, to give Jen her dreams, her dream life in the States. So, humble background, seems like a lovely lady, seems like a good fit for this show. I do hear that not everyone was thrilled with her selection of being the Bachelorette.
That's a real shame.
I know, I don't care.
I hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see all those assholes, but hey, we're here for it. So, Jen, we're on board.
We're on Team Jen.
Team Jen.
Bring the Genergy.
Bring the Genergy, because we're a couple of the fucking gentleman jokes that all of these
Good.
dickheads were making the whole time. And the one guy, Sam N., who had to explain the fucking joke to ad nauseum. And then as they're pulling up to the place, they're like, gentlemen, in the limo. It's
Like
like,
the second limo that showed up. Yeah, the first one was just like, Jen, yeah. It's like, the door's
woo.
still shut. You guys,
Yeah.
no one knows what's going on.
Nobody knows. But the house is sick. Hummingbird Nest Ranch. They're not staying there.
Apparently we're there for a day.
Well, they can't. There's
Maybe they come back?
Oh, well, they're going to Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, they go down to Melbourne. That's where they headed at the end of this. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Quick, actually, shout out to our Aussie fans on the Zoom, our community Zoom that we are doing tonight, which when you're hearing this, it was last night.
Last night.
I was insulted. Our Aussie listener that was in the community Zoom said my accent was terrible. I've always thought it was pretty good.
I tend to agree.
I was told when I lived in Perth, by the way, no big deal. When I lived there, that I had a good Aussie accent. So maybe it's gotten worse over the years. But let's start meeting some of the dudes. You ready to meet some dudes?
Yeah, let's meet some fellas here. I wanted to do a bit of a, and obviously we've got our draft going later, but I want you to tell me, and we might have some of the same here. Give me your 5 favorite before we get into like the good details and funny moments that happened. Tell me which 5 stood out to you.
All right, I'm gonna start out with the obvious choice, I think, for everyone. I mean, that's how my brain works. Sam M.
Yep.
He walks out of the car. I'm like, yeah, this guy's a smoke show.
Oh, so you're just basing it on like vibes because he didn't do much. He just pulled out a shot and he's like, "It's shot o'clock, dude." What is the shot o'clock joke?
It has to be a joke that she made on The Bachelor, is what I gathered from that.
All right.
And they're doing, quote unquote, their homework. And the fact that he thought that he was going to be the standalone because of that.
Yeah.
Now, I knocked him for that. It's funny. If you saw my ranking system in here, I gave them, I rated all of their looks out of 10.
Good.
Was pretty stingy for most of them, but I would also do like +1 for height. I did a -1 for the shot joke.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you get minuses and pluses here. So I was very in depth.
How the fuck long did it take you to watch this show?
Oh, I was actually moving pretty quick. You'd be surprised. Yeah, but
you were like pausing and staring at them.
No. Let me look at his jawline. But no, Sam M, 27. He's a contractor from Charleston. He's got a bit of a Bradley Cooper voice, so I enjoyed that about him.
So that's your. We don't have to rank them right now. Just give me like your 5.
My
But
5?
that is your top guy.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I'll run through them real quick. Ready? Sam M.
Yep.
Grant. Thomas N.
Mm-hmm.
This one might surprise you a little bit, but he's my dark horse. Spencer.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh
no.
yeah. Not because he's my favorite.
Yeah.
I guess I should save that for the draft. This is 5 favorites.
Yeah.
All right, Sam M, Grant, Brian. Fucking love Brian.
What the fuck?
R.I.P. Brian. Brian got
Brett.
Brett?
Yeah.
Oh,
Brett's the big guy.
Big Brett.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I thought you were going.
No, not the aesthetics consultant. He's the other one.
What is that? What is that? While we're on
the
this,
aesthetics consultant? No.
Interior design?
We can't do this yet.
we can.
You want to do it already?
Fine.
I
we'll
don't.
leave it.
Yeah, no. I want to
We'll
get
leave
to
it.
the jobs because there's a few of them. Like my dark horse, Spencer.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's not my dark horse. I take that back because I forgot he's a pet entrepreneur, which pisses the word entrepreneur already pisses me off.
Yep.
So we'll get into all of that later. But let me get back. I keep getting sidetracked here. Grant, Sam M, Sam N, Thomas N, and Jeremy, which is surprising because Jeremy's a douchebag.
Yeah.
He pulls up in the car and talks about we need to figure out if the P word is penis, pecker, or prick.
I think it's penis.
Why'd they bleep out penis?
I don't know.
ABC?
Sexual innuendo or
You
something.
can't say penis on ABC?
Maybe not.
Oh,
This
interesting.
isn't Bravo anymore.
I know. Yeah, we ventured into cable television. Different
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Network television.
Network.
All right, so that's my 5.
That's your 5. All right, so
my
I'm gonna
5.
I'm gonna go through my 5 really quick. My favorite is Aaron, the
Aaron.
twin.
Interesting.
knows how to play the
I hate
game.
him.
You hate him?
Yes.
Oh, I hate a lot of guys. I didn't really hate him, but it looked like there was a bit of a lingering moment there. They're talking about being adventurous. Obviously, his twin won.
Noah
quote,
Erb.
unquote,
Yeah,
won.
he won Paradise.
He won Paradise.
He got
so-
engaged on Paradise.
Yeah, so he won
Abigail.
Paradise. Yeah, whatever. But I feel like he knows how to play the game. He's setting himself up. It's nepotism at its best. So,
Oh, wait. This is different. You're supposed to.
dude, his brother was already on The
I
Bachelor.
understand that. I'm
So he's
saying.
got some tips in
I
there.
thought the first 5 was just your first impression, not who you think's gonna like.
No,
do well.
I just have him in there. That's
All right.
just the way that it worked out.
Okay.
All right.
Fucking relax.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just trying to
It's just The
understand.
Bachelorette. Let's calm down here.
Just relax, buddy.
All right. So then I did also have Thomas N.
Okay. Yeah, I like Thomas.
I like Thomas N a lot.
It's
He's
a
like
win-win.
sweet. Jonathan, who showed up in the gauze.
I like Jonathan. That was a good
fan
move.
of that. Big fan of that.
Can we discuss how uncomfortable all of these men were with his cheeks being out?
Yeah, right?
Guys, settle down. It's his ass.
Not to mention, what was Austin ran through the house naked?
Austin ran through. He's the
Nobody
mullet
said
guy.
anything about him.
I got to put Austin back on my list.
Yeah, Austin's on my list.
He's my mullet.
He's my number four.
I got to have Austin back. So I'm going to kick off Sam N. See ya.
Yeah.
Austin's on my list.
And then I'm throwing Devin in there.
No.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
Not
like
my
Devin?
Devin. Don't do this.
No, I wasn't doing that. Yeah, I've got Devin in my 5 spot just because there was something there. Some weird connection there. And I also, she said it in a sweet way, but she did compare him to Pete Davidson. And I was like,
Oh, you didn't like that.
I personally didn't like it, but it looked like she liked it, so I've got him up there.
Everyone likes Pete Davidson.
I know.
He
That's
does.
That's what I thought about. But he also has a foot fetish, so
Didn't care for that moment.
No,
we're
she
going
was
to talk.
leading into it though too.
We're going to talk about moments in this show.
There's my 5.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Now I'm just going to run through everybody and give my rankings.
Okay.
As far as looks go, because this can go quickly enough, and everyone can kind of chime in and see what they think. Oh, shit, I left Marcus off my list. Marcus is big for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me redo mine real quick, because now I got it. It's Sam M., Marcus, Grant, Thomas N., and Austin. That's a solid 5.
All right. So big problem with Grant.
Okay.
Huge problem with Grant.
What's your big problem with
Fucking
Grant?
beatboxing
terrible.
up there,
That was tough.
beatboxing into rapping about what he's doing, and then beatboxing again later.
Well,
and then trying to beat her in basketball. Like, dude,
that was smooth.
enough.
No, that was smooth because she was biting
I think
her
I'm still
lip.
mad about the beatboxing. So yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
The first beatbox, I was like, I hate it, but you got to figure out a way to stand out. And I'm a big advocate of the corny intro
Yeah.
when you're flirting. Like back when I flirted fucking forever ago,
Yeah.
I was a big proponent of that. You know what my go-to line was?
What?
You throw a sugar packet that says sugar on it, and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you dropped your name tag." And every time it's like,
Learn that in like a diner.
I learned that from my brother.
Okay.
And it's one of those moves. You can go one of two ways with pickup lines. You can either try to be suave, which 9 times out of 10, you're going to look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Or you can go with the corny line and get a laugh and go, ha ha. And then you got your intro.
All right. Fair enough.
So that was my go-to. So I don't mind the corny route, especially on the show where you need to stand out in a certain way. If you're able to pull off suave, I think that's how you get the massive leg up on this competition. But you got to be able to pull off the corny.
Okay.
So the initial beatbox, didn't love it. I was okay with it. When
he did it with the boys too.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
When he beatboxed and Brian rapped,
Yeah.
I hated both of them.
Hated all.
Yeah, that was
whole
terrible. That was a fucking horrible
Uh-huh.
move. And that's what happens when you get a bunch of dudes like this in a room where they all think they're the guy. This is what they do.
Yeah.
They blow out their chest and like, oh, we're all hot and we're all cool and we're all going for the same woman.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about if they kiss though. Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
That's gonna piss me off.
Okay.
Like you understand what you're getting into,
Yeah.
gentlemen. Gentlemen. Use that word.
What the hell were we doing? Oh, ranking your looks. Yeah,
Ranking
keep
the
going.
looks. Okay, so here we go. Starting out with Marcus, I gave him a 7.5 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Getting to Marvin, 7.5 out of 10. Sam, 6.7 out of 10. Grant, 8. He gets an 8. Sam M, 8 as well. Thomas N, 6.8 plus 1 for personality. Okay. You're not adding that to the rank. You just get a plus 1 next to it. It's like an asterisk. All right. Brendan, 6.5. Dakota, 6.
Yeah.
Down. He's low.
Not a fan of the bleach hair.
No, not at all. Kevin, 6. Spencer, 6.2. Brian, 5.7. Matt, 6.4. Austin, 7.3. Ricky, 7.2. Thomas A, 7.7. Jonathan, to be determined because he has the gauze on his face.
Right.
Once he's determined, 7.5.
Okay.
All right. Aaron, 6.7.
Okay. Not
Sorry.
a fan of Aaron.
No, not a fan of Aaron. Jeremy was funny when he pulled up in the car because all the dudes wanted to bag him. Like, that's
Yeah.
a sick car.
Yeah.
Does that really work?
He wasn't the one who did it.
What do you mean?
Later, it was Brian was telling her to do that.
Oh, Brian revved it, but he pulls up it,
Yeah.
revving it a little bit. Anyway, let me get back to this. Jeremy, 6.8. Dylan, 7.4. John, 7.2. Big Brett, 6.7. Thought he was a handsome gentleman.
Yep.
I think it's bullshit what happened to him. We're going to talk about that. Jahan, I wrote T. It's Jahan, 6.9. Devin, 6.4. Hakeem, 6.8.
Okay.
Fairly fair, I think.
Fairly fair.
People all seem to understand, like, our ranking system. We're not throwing out 8s and 9s willy-nilly.
No.
That's why
There's not one truly hot-ass dude.
there's not like a 9+ on
No,
this
there's
show.
not.
They might grow to that via personality and moments or whatever. That's where
Personality really matter?
yes.
All right.
That's what all of them keep saying on this show is that it
Hammer that one
certainly
home.
does matter. But let's talk about some jobs because I wrote down a few that I need some introspective.
Yeah, bring out a couple here and I'll
Okay.
give you my opinion.
So I actually need to know health and safety manager Big Brett. What does he do?
Step below HR at a factory.
That's what I'm I'm kind of
Kind of wanders around with a yellow vest on and a hard hat.
Yeah.
And asks people to put their hard hats on.
okay, you were on the same page
Yeah.
there. Jonathan, creative director,
Could be fucking anything.
right? Very vague. Is he
Yeah.
the creative director at a company?
A marketing firm, maybe.
Is he a middle school director in the play?
Probably not that low. Somewhere in between, though,
All right.
where I went and where you went.
Fair enough. We got a lot of sales reps in this. Now let's get to Brian, aesthetics consultant.
I don't know what that is. Interior design is the best I can come up with.
Aesthetics.
Or does he show up at
consultant.
weddings and he's like, I don't know, the flow.
eh, that's his
Different drapery.
meh, not great. $2,000.
Thank you, Brian.
Or is it aesthetic like your aesthetic? Is he like a
Maybe it is like a fashion.
fashion guy?
I think when you go pure aesthetics, it's got to be some sort of interior design or some sort of.
That
Like
dude's
backyard?
no shot is fucking syringe shot Brian going to tell me
No.
how to decorate a room.
No, definitely not. But he doesn't get to the interior design aspect. It's probably like he walks into an event space and says no or yes.
That's not a
$2,000.
job.
None of these are jobs. Most of these aren't jobs. The fuck is a pet entrepreneur?
Wait, no, he's the guy that when you get, you've seen it on Instagram. It's like you send a picture of your dog in, and
Oh,
then
I
you
know,
get a
but,
portrait
like-
back of them in like old English garb.
I would not describe that as a pet
The
entrepreneur.
way he makes it sound as though it's extraordinarily lucrative, and he is just lucky to have this job. It seems like she's into that.
Is he the first guy to ever put a picture of a dog on a phone case, maybe?
I don't know. Oh, well, that's different. There's no
Yeah.
way. And Dakota's a sommelier, which I always think
He's
is
a douchebag. I don't know.
yeah.
whatever.
When I hear sommelier, it sounds cooler on paper, I think, and then I immediately think pretentious.
It's spelled cool.
It is SOMME. OLIER.
What?
Sommelier.
I wrote it down wrong.
Sommelier.
SOMM. No, it's written correctly because there would be a little squiggle under it.
SOMME.
SOMMELIER.
That doesn't make sense. I guess
No
it's
squiggles.
French. I don't know. Who the-
Trust the
Yeah,
autocorrect.
trust Siri. Okay, fine. What else do we got here? There was one more that I wanted to talk about. Retirement advisor, that's obvious. That one's a legitimate job. Army Ranger, Marcus kind of wins the whole thing with that.
Sure.
Sure.
Retired. but,
Yeah,
like,
retired Army Ranger. I'm not sure what he does. Did it say
what have
what
you
he does
done for me now, Marcus?
Wow. Not signing off on that one. Just this one. Sam, who is, by the way, I'm not ever one to nitpick on how you want to, if you want to get a manicure as a dude or a pedicure as a dude, whatever you want to do. And I'm not nitpicking here. I've just never seen it. He's curling his eyelashes.
Yep.
He's curling, he's an entrepreneur.
And and then she called out his eyelashes.
He did.
Yep.
So, I mean, at least you got the payoff.
Yeah.
Interesting move.
Very
It's an
interesting.
interesting move. He's an entrepreneur, which to me means he doesn't have a job. And I think Jahan was a startup founder.
Yeah, that was a startup fella.
It's a lot of non-jobs.
A lot of non-jobs.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because you have time to go.
on these
on The
shows.
Bachelor.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so-
Now, do you think the last thing I want to do before we start talking about some interactions and impressions during the evening, Jeremy doesn't own that car, right?
I don't think
That's
so.
that's
And then he
that's a
matched the
rental.
inside of his suit with it.
Oh no, I didn't
the
see
whole
that.
thing. Yeah, he said that he flew it
Ooh.
in from New York. He was what is he, a real estate investor?
Real estate broker.
Broker. Well, it said investor on the thing.
Did
so,
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it definitely said investor on the thing. He
That's-
may have described himself as a broker, but it's relatively the same.
real estate investor implies I have more money.
Yes.
Does he?
Potentially. If he's able to fly his car out there,
Fuck yeah, you.
I'm just saying.
I
Look,
could rent-
I'm giving you the information that I was given. So I don't know what you want from me.
I'm taking this at face value. That's fair. I don't think that's his car. I think that's bullshit, honestly. Which guy do you think was the best as far as their impression goes? Like, which one did you see and you go, okay, I fuck with that guy?
I mean, obviously the guy who walked up with the puppies, Sam.
Sam was a great move. Was that Sam? Which Sam was that?
Sam N.
That was Sam
That was
N.
Sam N with the hair. Yeah, I didn't like his hair. That's why I wrote down hair.
That's fair. Sam N with the hair.
Sam N with the hair.
Who's the love virgin?
That is, yeah, the guy with the puppies. I think it was Thomas.
Thomas A.
Showed up with the puppies. That's obviously a good call.
He also, though, as he's saying, he's like the puppies. Did you catch?
Kind of loyal.
Pretty loyal.
Pretty loyal. Yeah. Cute, cuddly, pretty loyal.
Leaving the door open.
Yeah, I don't want to set the bar too high
When
on
I
this
cheat
one.
on you, I told you I was pretty
loyal.
That doesn't mean I'm
Dogs, they sniff other dogs' butts.
Yeah, don't be
it
weird.
happens.
Relax, Jen.
Jesus. I mean, the quirky ones are obviously always going to resonate a little bit more.
I think Jonathan's played. I think the rap on
Jonathan's
the
definitely
face
played. I think that was the most creative one, especially because he went as far as having the wristband that said lovesick on it.
If Hakeem had done an up thing,
I thought it was going to be
it
up.
would have been way better.
I thought it was going to be up when he started walking in, and he's like, that first 5 minutes that destroyed all of our childhoods from Up?
That would have been better.
I want what led to that.
Yeah.
So, okay, perfect.
I mean, wording,
sure, yeah.
But
I thought that's what he's going for.
I did too, and I was like, "That's not a bad play." He didn't at all. He said, "Let's pop this. Let's pop off."
He was like, "This is how I felt because I was on cloud 9 floating."
He's a dork.
Yeah,
Hakeem's a dork.
he's a dork.
He
I don't
got
know
picked,
how the
though.
fuck he got a rose.
Because the remaining 7, I mean, one dude shows up with ginger shots.
Yep.
That's not a great move.
See ya.
Yeah, bye. Who else was on the chopping block?
Brett doesn't. Justice for Brett.
I want to talk about that. Let's talk about Brett. Because Big Brett rolls up there. Look, he looks great. It's a great suit. He's got energy. He's confident. But this is what sucks about this show is as soon as he walked up, everybody watching goes, gonna be tough. He didn't really get a chance either. We didn't get to see that much of an interaction with him. Justice for Big Brett.
You could tell during the one-on-ones where they all start splitting off from the group and talking to her, she is like hand in hand with pretty much every guy, and then Brett is about 2 seat lengths away from her.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Is that a confidence issue,
Maybe
or
it's
is
a
that
confidence
she
issue, yeah.
wasn't
maybe
into it?
not because he's doing splits on the dance floor.
He pulls the
Sort of.
splits. I'm
Probably
just
better
saying.
than I could do, or you could do it with your hips.
Oh,
but,
absolutely.
yeah.
I would be down for the count. But justice for Big Brett. I think that Brett deserved a rose. He deserved a chance to show up and show that you don't have to be all these men are giant, tall dudes. Let's get a normal guy in there, and he's a handsome fella.
Yep.
We didn't get to meet him.
Nope.
Didn't get to know him. And he got whacked. Fucking Hakeem over Brett? Bullshit.
Wild.
This show is rigged already, and I won't stand for it. We're starting this platform now. Justice for Brett. You heard it here, folks. I even pointed at the right camera. Justice for Brett. But anyway, I think honestly, my favorite impression right out of the gate, and it's probably not fair because he went first, was Marcus, because it just seemed the most genuine.
Yeah.
And he pulled the Army Ranger thing, that's going to one up most guys there. Marcus seems like a solid dude.
Didn't he turn the whole, he had a crazy scare while he was on tour.
Yeah,
He
he almost
grenade
died.
rolled in. Didn't he turn that directly into, and now I'm looking to find love or something? I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, no, he said he hadn't dated for 5 years. It's been
Yeah.
5 years since the incident, and he has not dated since, and he's ready to put himself back out there. He's setting the bar really high.
I know. I'm sorry, but 50 different thoughts went through my mind with lines that he could have used that would have been all right, that's good.
Wait, are they?
I don't know if I want to say any of them.
Yeah, this is our first ever Bachelorette episode. Let's not make it our last. How about that? Why don't you save those? Go home and say them into your pillow. You
I'll just tell you after the show.
psycho. Well, let's talk about the evening. The interactions, the one-on-ones. I thought that the best move, and I remember this from the show, from watching this in the past, you gotta get out there and you gotta get to her first.
Yep.
So Sam M pulling up and saying, "Hey, let's go have a little quick chat."
Easiest way to do it too, because all you have to do is sit down with her, just put on a little bit of moves, and basically just say, That was pretty wild, huh? How about that ride in?
That's it.
How
That's
about
all you
these
gotta do.
guys? What are you thinking right now?
How are you feeling? You got to
How
be
you
overwhelmed.
feeling? It's just so fucking easy to do.
Are you excited though? It's
Yep.
got to be exciting for you. I'm excited to be here.
Simple.
You looked stunning.
Yep. And
You
it
know what?
shows that you're confident, but in reality, you're really not that confident. You're just jumped out there first so that you can get it out of the way.
And then you can even leave it with, you know what? I don't want to hold you up.
Yep.
I know you got other people to talk to. I just wanted to have my time with you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll catch up with you later. Hug, maybe a kiss on the cheek, walk away. That's it.
Good move.
And at the end of the night, she tells him, I've been thinking about you all night.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first guy in there.
Hell yeah.
Nicely done, sir. That was very well done. But the next guy up is Spencer. And this is where we get the pet portrait entrepreneur. This is why he's my dark horse for this show. I think he's going to do better than he should because she digs it. Like, she's into the puppy portraits.
Yeah. I guess. Sure.
But that I was also having a hard time reading her reactions.
My problem with Spencer, and look, I forget who the other. Oh, Hakeem was obviously incredibly nervous. Jahan was wildly nervous this entire time.
He made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was so uncomfortable. And I'm like, look, I know that a lot of these guys are just putting on a bit of a show, especially when it's just the one-on-one cameras. But Jahan was desperately nervous.
He was
looking away from the camera. He couldn't even make eye contact with the camera. He was freaking out. But when it comes down to Spencer, he is 1,000% the type of guy. He was like covering his ears during the kiss conversation.
Oh, yeah.
He is going to freak out watching her talk to other guys. And there's always moments where they steal her away. And if you're a little bit later in the game, you have to watch her go off into they've got a little love shack or whatever the fuck they call that thing. I do know that much about
the room.
The room, yeah.
It's pretty much for like your conjugal visit.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. He's going to watch her walk away and he's going to have an absolute meltdown.
I think that's going to happen. I think that if Jahan sticks around, he is also they're going to be together being like, this is gross.
Has anybody ever said no to the rose? Like, you know what? I'm just not feeling it anymore.
I don't know.
Probably. It's been on for fucking ever.
I would imagine at some point somebody said no to the rose.
Yeah, probably.
Will you accept this rose? No.
No, I won't. You kissed him.
Yeah, you smooched him. You were supposed to smooch me. Gross. But it's even funnier, and like we're saving the rose selection ceremony, but just to speak on Jahan's nerves and Spencer's nerves, when Spencer gets picked, he goes up there and goes, "Oh God, I was so nervous." Like, don't. Just try to be a little
cool, man.
Just be a little cool. I appreciate you being yourself, buddy. But this is also a game.
Yeah.
You're in it to win it. If you don't play the game right, as we saw from our boy Mose, who's like, truth or dare? Truth. Do you ghost chicks? All the time.
All the time. That was a terrible, terrible move by Mose. Mose Dangerous. That was what he called himself, Mose Dangerous. Apparently that's his Instagram handle too, because I was looking at stuff afterwards. But yeah, him walking up there talking about ghosting people all the time and then just sitting back down. Nope. Nope.
Because she's looking for reasons to get rid of guys.
Yep.
That's enough of a reason.
Yep.
Just give her one, and she's like, even if you had a little bit of a feeling, if you're on the fence, it's like, oh, I can get rid of him. He's going to ghost me.
Yep.
Damn it, Mose.
Stupid.
You're an algebra teacher.
Stupid.
Do some math. Use your head.
I am thankful nobody broke out a guitar. This is a big time to like walk out with a guitar, especially in the beginning. Then you still have it, and you're just playing guitar for all the guys sitting around. Nope.
Counterpoint. If, let's say that did happen, because I'm trying to figure out where your barometer is with guitars. Because I know you're like as you sit next to one, anti that move, which I am as well. Mm-hmm. Now, if a dude breaks out a guitar and starts playing, and he's like John Mayer, he's got the voice, he plays it well, it doesn't matter.
If he did it to walk up to her with the guitar, fine. That's first impressions. Okay. Everything is open there. When you're sitting down in that room, just passing some time talking to people, and you're playing your guitar, nope. See ya.
Who else did we get a song from? Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky.
Ricky, he got whacked. Ricky's no longer with us.
He's gone. Mose is gone. Brett's gone. We'll get through the rest of them. I forget the rest of them.
Yeah, we'll
remember by the end.
We don't really have to.
Nope.
They gone.
See ya.
We'll try our best. But
nerds?
Suck it, nerds. But we get Truth or Dare, which that's where Austin with the mullet. This is a good dare to get.
I think so. I thought so too. Yeah.
It shows that
Jonathan's ass cheeks are already out, so why not?
Well, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
That's a big problem for everybody. He was sitting right there. He's not shitting on the couch. It's ass cheeks, man. Grow up. Like everyone kept talking about this man's cheeks. grow up, guys.
Everybody kept talking about him.
Yeah, and looking at oh God, I keep looking at his ass. That's a you problem if you're having an issue with it. It's
Your
just
eyes
an
up here,
ass.
bud.
Yeah, his eyes are up there. Look at the gauze on his head. Quit looking at his cheeks. Anyway, that's a good one to get because it shows 1, you're fun.
Yep.
2, you'll take a little risk, and 3, if you got a good body, which he looks like he's got a decent body. You get
But
you
the
get to show
fucking
it off.
tiger briefs, dude. Whew.
Is that tiger or lion?
Doesn't matter.
Jungle cat.
Does it matter?
He had jungle cat briefs on. It's a bold move, but that's the other thing. Did he know? Did he put those on? Like, I hope I get to show these bad boys off.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Right?
Or does he just wear them all the time? Both.
I would
I guess
imagine
the latter is way worse.
the latter is what it is. He definitely has a drawer full of briefs with different jungle cats on them.
Problem.
That's not good, but
Nope.
that's the kind of people you're going to get on these shows. We're not going to get like a
Point.
home run. You're going to get a guy that wears lion briefs and probably has a reason for it. He probably watches some Instagram channel where he's like, oh, I wake up at 4 a.m. and do an ice bath. Then I take my collagen shake. I put on my lion briefs because my balls are the king of the jungle and I go conquer the business world. And he watches that on repeat.
What was his job?
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Austin was sales extinguisher.
Oh, he had the
He used the
extinguisher.
He's in sales. He's a sales rep. So he's a he extinguishes sales.
Sales are going too well. We gotta stop it right now, guys.
Temper these.
Has anybody seen my lion underwear?
No, but being in sales, that is exactly why he
That's
wears those
true, yeah.
briefs. And he ice baths if you ask Austin,
1,000%.
do you ice bath in the morning? Yes, I do. Cold plunge, 5 a.m. every day before I fuck the business world.
Yeah.
That's what I do because I'm in sales and I'm the best. I'm the extinguisher. I put out fires.
That works, yeah.
Yep,
that works pretty well.
You're welcome. But we got to talk about Sam N. As he's talking to Jen because his intro. I'm out on Sam. I hate Sam N. So the fact that I put him on my list was not intentional.
No, but you think that he's got a good shot, probably.
No, I think Spencer's got a good. He's my dark horse. Okay. Sam N. I think is not gonna if he has a shot. I do think that he's in it a little bit. He can because he's got the innocent approach, and she seems okay with that. He needs to stop saying love virgin. He's saying it in confessionals. Yeah. He's saying it to her. That's not a thing.
I thought that she really liked me because I'm a love virgin. Like, dude, what?
That's not a thing.
But also,
guy.
This is just how my brain works with these shows. He was the last one to get a rose this time. He'll be like the first or second to get a rose next week.
No, I don't think so.
1,000%.
No shot.
Book it.
Book it?
Book it.
That was aggressive. Okay.
Book it right now.
It's fucking booked. It's booked, asshole. There's no way that this guy makes it more than 3 weeks. I take it back. I don't think he's got a shot. I think that will get you in the door, which it did.
Yep.
She needs more than that. All right. She's 26. She's been looking for love her whole life. It's been 26 years.
He's looking for love too.
He's never been in love.
Maybe she looked and she's like, you know what? I'm also a love virgin. How about that? We're in this together.
Boo.
I don't know,
She
dude.
didn't say that.
I know, but she could be thinking it.
I just think that it's not a good move to keep saying love virgin. It makes me physically uncomfortable to keep hearing it over.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
You can say I've never been in
Plus,
love before.
he's also got the same name as the other Sam, who's doing really well.
Sam M.
First impression, Rose.
They're pretty much opposite ends of the
They
spectrum,
are,
honestly.
yeah.
Like Sam
She
M.
might want to just get rid of Sam N just because there's too many Sams.
Yeah, that's a
Let me
thing.
keep the good Sam and get rid of the other one.
Yeah, I wanna bang this. Like that's here it is. Sam M. Fucks.
Yeah.
Sam N. He cuddles.
Yeah.
All right, and
Maybe.
the cuddler's not winning this show. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
See how it plays out.
You have a lot of money on Sam N. It seems.
Just for next week, I just think it's going to be a big turnaround.
Maybe we do need to
he'll
stay
be one of the
week to
first.
week.
Yeah.
And not get too far ahead of ourselves here. We're going to get to our draft here shortly. Don't worry. We'll have our last say. But we need to talk about Jeremy.
The fucking car
This
move is
car
incredible.
move. I like the move.
I don't hate the move.
Not because of the car,
No.
but because of the isolation. Oh, that's a bad way to say it.
Whoa. The old Dennis Reynolds effect.
The dentist system. No. Not the dentist system. The separation, not the isolation. That's a terrible word for that. The separation from the group is important but it backfired. You would think that by getting her out there in the car, he's going to have a chance
Further away, yeah. You're not
Yeah.
sitting on the veranda.
But the what?
Veranda?
The veranda?
Veranda?
No. No, it's veranda.
I think I just merged two words.
You did. There's another one. No, we're not doing this, but I'll think of it later. No, but when he's out there in the car, you do think that's a solid move until Brian's a frat boy.
Fuck Brian.
Brian's a fucking frat boy. He's a douche. I do not like Brian. He's loud. He's got that laugh.
No.
Nah,
He was
bro.
rapping afterwards. Like, no.
He
dude.
was, and he's definitely the guy that thinks he's good at freestyle rapping.
Yeah.
He's why people think that white guys can't rap.
Correct.
Guys like Brian.
Yeah.
Because he'll go to a party and say things to people like, yo, drop me a beat. Dead serious.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
Anyone,
Hey,
ever,
hey
actually.
Grant, stop beatboxing for Brian.
Please.
I can't even
Stop
believe.
beatboxing in general.
Yeah.
Don't do this every week.
Yeah,
You're
don't-
going home.
I think that's a good thing to not do.
God, I can't wait. Don't they do like fan votes at some point too?
Oh, do they?
Some sort of fan vote stuff.
I'll get into that.
Yeah.
I like that a
I
lot.
don't know if they can. Is this live? Some of it's live.
I think there's live
There's
moments.
gonna be some live moments.
There are live rose ceremonies.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Sick.
Let's
Get involved.
that's.
Let's flood the ballots.
I think we can try.
We can try.
I think a lot of people vote on this shit. So,
Yeah.
But back to Brian walking up on Jeremy like that. Usually, I've seen this move in the past. People do steal time, and that's a move of theirs
Yeah,
to
for
show
sure.
that I'll take initiative. I'm not afraid to walk up to a guy in a car like that. Brian, by the way, drives a Saturn.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
They still make Saturns?
No,
I didn't think
but he has one.
Yep.
He definitely has a Saturn, and it's the same car he drove back in college. It's probably still got a dent in it that he tells a stupid story about. One night, me and my boys were so fucked up, and Tommy hit his head right here.
Yep.
That's Brian. He goes out there. It seems to work, though, because Jeremy gets a rose. Brian also gets a rose. But even when he's sitting there, he doesn't have a move other than, rev the car. No, we're having fun. I'm a fun guy. Here's a syringe. I'm going to shoot down your throat again. Up top, bro.
Yeah.
See
No,
you there.
actually, you know what? That kind of points to that definitely not being Jeremy's car. Because if it was his car, there's no way he's going to let this guy sit in his car.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I
but
think you're right.
but he did have.
I like the approach of, you know what, I'm not going to get into an altercation with this guy right in front of Jen.
I thought he played it wrong.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Oh, I think he played it right.
I think he played it right by avoiding altercation.
Yeah.
The fact that he got that sullen about it, where it seemed like he
He
was,
was crying.
He seemed upset,
Yeah.
and it could
Who are
have
you
been.
talking to up there, Ricky?
Was that Ricky?
Yeah, I think Ricky went home too.
Because then he goes up there and you hear the and he goes,
Yeah.
"Whoa, what was that?" And that made me think it was more of a rental because he's like, "Don't do that. Don't rev the car because if you break it, I gotta
It was
pay for
probably
it."
rented by ABC.
Oh, loophole.
Yeah.
No way. You got to pay for your own. There's no way they
You
paid
pay for your own bits?
There's no way they paid for Hakeem's balloons.
Yeah.
No shot. I think you got to pay for your own bits. Where'd they get the dogs?
The dogs were definitely like ABC had
That's
them.
an ABC
Yeah,
move
yeah.
because then Jesse Palmer takes the dogs.
Yeah, but if he gets the dogs, then
Do you think he still has the dogs?
no.
I would
Jesse
love to.
Palmer?
Yeah,
Jesse Palmer probably still has the dogs.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I would love the dogs to
Paying
show
it
up
for
in,
this season.
in Melbourne.
Melbourne?
That'd be sick.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
The dogs are there all season.
I don't really know if I want puppies on a plane for, 18 hours? How the
Is
fuck
it a
long does it
private
take?
plane?
Maybe.
They do laps up and down the aisle.
Could be.
Regardless, we're focusing the wrong thing here. I thought he didn't play it that well. I think that he should have been the moment's up. Brian got you. Because here's the thing. If Jen says, no, I'm going to talk to Jeremy, it's one thing. But Jen was like, oh, okay. Once she's like entertaining the conversation with Brian, play it off. Oh, all right, man. Like, here's the key. Ha ha. I'll see you in there.
He didn't even have his own key.
No, well, he threw.
That was
Remember,
the
he
other
threw
thing.
it to
Brian-
Palmer. He goes.
He threw it
He
to
goes,
Palmer.
He goes, yo, Palmer, hold
which
on to
then
these.
Brian got it back from Palmer.
Yeah. So Palmer was playing the game.
Yeah.
I didn't like it on Jeremy's part. I thought Jeremy didn't handle it
Sabotage.
well. Jeremy should have been smoother about it. He seemed
Yeah.
actually butthurt, which is a tough. You can't be butthurt night one. Everyone's vying for attention for a rose on night one. Don't be butthurt because Brian's not going to win. He's not a threat.
No.
He's a golden retriever. And
No,
not
that's
no,
bad for golden
that's bad for
retrievers.
golden
Yeah.
retrievers. He's not even a
He's
dog.
not even a dog.
He's fucking Brian.
Yeah.
Fuck Brian.
Yep.
I don't like Brian. Anyway, let's keep going. We're almost done. We get the Grant one-on-one B-ball. I thought that was a good move, only because it would have ended in a first kiss if Thomas N didn't come and cock block him.
For the second time, Thomas N coming out there. You already had your time, Thomas.
Playing the game.
Playing the game.
You're playing the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you can find a way to do it and still get a rose where you're not being annoying. Now, it will get annoying if it's just going to be a thing where it's like, I don't want you kissing other guys. That's part of it. Conjugal visits. We got to figure out what that's actually called to make it sound a little sweeter than conjugal
I like
visits.
the Love Shack.
Love Shack's fine.
We can make it a little Aussie when they're down there, but
It's an Aussie Love Shack.
we can make it a little, I don't know, the koala's nest,
the
kangaroo pouch.
Sure. The kangaroo pouch. Yeah, let's go down
Get
for
nice and
let's
cozy.
go do a tussle in the kangaroo pouch. No, that sounds worse actually, but I thought the one-on-one b-ball was a good move. One, because you're going to win because he was a college hooper. He played overseas. That's a good move to get a kiss. And I think that you have a leg up on the competition when you know you're one of the most attractive guys there. So I think that he already knows, because anyone that thinks that this first night is based off of connection, it's 90% are you attracted to him.
Yeah.
You're going to get whacked if you're not. If you think I'm wrong, look at Brett.
Yeah, poor Brett.
R.I.P. Brett. And he's a handsome fella. I'm not dogging him. I'm just saying that it's bullshit.
This is on Jen.
Yeah, this is on Jen.
Yeah.
That you do better, Jen, because I don't like that. But the first impression rose goes to Sam M. No surprise there. I think that it was either going to be him. Who else did you have getting that rose? I had him, Grant, or Marcus. Thomas and
Thomas
yeah,
in
he was
there,
up there.
Grant for sure. So yeah, I think it was just the three of them in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with that. But we get to the rose ceremony, and it's really funny. Spencer explaining fire to people and how fire works. Some's a slower burn. Some's it takes a long time to light the bonfire. Sometimes it burns and then it burns out.
Thanks, Spence.
Appreciate you, Spence.
Love it.
That's riveting stuff, pal. But he does enough to make it through. Who didn't make it through? Can we talk? Ricky didn't get through. Did you write down he didn't make it?
So who didn't make it? They got rid of 7 of these fellas. And honestly, you're not even going to know these names because they didn't really get a whole lot of screen time aside from Brett.
Well, hold on. Let me try it. I know.
Brett Mose, we already talked about.
Ricky.
Dakota.
I'm guessing.
No.
Dakota.
Yeah, I thought you were still guessing.
No.
Dakota with the blonde hair. Sommelier, gone. Kevin, didn't really get anything out of Kevin.
You can't walk in there eating hot peppers, dude.
Yeah.
That was a terrible. He's trying to talk.
Then he's sweating.
He's sweating. He's trying to talk to her, but he can't catch his breath. Yeah, ooh, man. Oh, bad idea. Anyway, I'll see you in there. Water? I'm going to get some water. Yeah, bad move, Kevin.
Yep. And then we have Brendan.
Oh, right. I remember Brendan.
Yep. Matt was the ginger shot guy.
Matt had no shot.
No.
As soon as he walked up there with ginger shots, I'm like, nope, you lose.
Yep.
Get out of here.
And we have Brett and Ricky.
Brett and Ricky. R.I.P. Brett. Ricky, I thought, had a chance.
I thought Ricky had a chance too,
I
but
thought Ricky had a chance. Maybe. I bet he was on the bubble.
I even still thought that Mose had a chance because they spent time outside showing what he was doing with the whole algebra equation leading to I heart you and whatever. But
If you didn't say the ghosting thing,
I know that's all it really was.
it had to be.
One bad step, which is a really bad step.
There's 25 dudes. She's got to whittle down 7. You know that she's going to go with, oh, you gave me a reason.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking for a reason. Play the fucking game, guys.
Yep,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Well, now we need to, I want to go for give me your 3 front runners,
Mhm.
your dark horse pick, because mine are changed now that we discussed things, and then we're going to do our draft. And then we're going to get to some questions.
All right, fair enough. All right, front runners. Obviously, we've got Sam M.
Yeah, I mean, that's objective because he got the first impression.
Yeah, for sure. Thomas.
And yeah.
Thomas N. I've got Devin as my third favorite with his foot fetish scene.
Right, we didn't talk about the foot fetish scene. Okay.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about the foot fetish scene because I don't really want to.
No, she said I shaved my feet, and then he said, "Let me get a bite of those bad boys."
Yeah. And then she's like, I will give you a bite if we
I
connect.
trust you,
Like, oh, okay.
I have to trust you to give you a bite of my foot.
Yeah. Not
bite
feeling
my
it.
foot.
No.
Okay.
Gross. And how
That was
dark?
me saying I trust you.
How much of that is nice? How much of a dark horse do I really want to go here?
Somebody you really think has a chance to win, but did not. Like maybe they have a chance to win because they're not traditional, or maybe they didn't have a great impression, but you think they can come back and do better.
Okay.
One of those two.
In that case, I'm gonna go with Dylan
Okay.
because he's also a doctor, or he's gonna be a doctor.
That's fair.
He didn't get a ton of screen time, not a lot of connection there.
Wow, he's your
Still
dark
got
horse?
through and just kind of snuck in there under the radar.
Okay. I like that.
It's a dark horse right now. If I really wanted to go like actual dark horse, I would probably go with either.
Dylan's got a chance. He's a striking fella.
Yeah, I would probably go with Sam N as my
That's
my
what I
actual
said
dark
earlier.
horse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go dark horse is Spencer. Just because the fact that he's still around tells me that she sees something and that maybe she likes the fact that he's such a wiener. I don't know.
Okay.
But my 3 front runners are Sam M. Let's put him out. He's obviously.
Yep.
So my 3 other than Sam M are Marcus. I think Grant's gonna have issues. I think he's playing the cool guy thing. It's gonna get tired. Thomas N. Definitely. He seems genuine. As genuine as you can be on this show. And my 3rd one, I think you're right with Devin.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Devin, but I do see what you're saying with Devin. I'm going to go number 3 is, you know what? Weirdly enough, I wrote it down here, Dylan.
Oh, look at that.
Dylan's my front runner.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Dylan played it well because he was subtle.
Yep.
He's handsome.
Fair.
He didn't come on too strong. He's going to medical school. They have that in common.
Okay.
He's got a good backstory as to why he wanted to become a doctor because his grandmother had breast cancer and he was close with her. All genuine things. I like Dylan, and I like that he wasn't a douchebag.
Fair enough.
It's pretty much the bar here is don't be as douchey as the rest of them.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And then my dark horse is Spencer. Yeah.
All right. You want to get into a little draft with me here?
Yeah, we drafted. Now we're going back and forth.
Let's go back and forth. We'll do a little rock, paper, scissors, best of one.
I always fucking lose. I literally always.
You always say you lose and then you win.
That happened.
Except for the one time we did a bubbly ad and it was designed for me to win.
That's true.
Yes.
But no, we've done this one time and I won the one time. And went, holy shit, I won. Ask Dev. Every time that Dev and I do this, I lose. So I don't even do it.
Dev.
Stop
doing it with Dev.
She's good. She's good at rock, paper, scissors.
She's good.
She's good. You're good, you. Yay.
Yeah.
Look at me. You're good. All right. Are we going rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Shoot is when you do.
You don't have to. I know, but some people go rock, paper, scissors.
Dumb.
I agree. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. I get
Who
into
does
this.
that?
It happened a few times when I was in baseball, like rock, paper, scissors. I'm like, what?
Then you just throw scissors down.
That's what I
That's
thought. They go,
stupid.
I'm
You go
like,
shoot. What's the whole point? Whatever.
Thank you.
We go on shoot.
Agreed. We go on shoot. Okay, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Hey,
Nice.
2-2, let's go.
There you go.
All right, I am gonna come out of the game. I'm taking Sam M.
All right.
Boom.
That's a good move. I'm gonna take Dylan.
Okay. Go. You fuck. I'm gonna go Grant.
Okay. I'm gonna
Shit.
go. I know what your problem is here. Now you got me thinking. I'm gonna go Devin.
Ooh, okay, Thomas N.
Okay. I'm gonna go Marcus.
I like that. I need a wild card. Who do I have so far? I got Thomas N, Grant, and Sam. I might regret it. I'm gonna take Austin.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. I don't want him. I'm not taking him. I'm gonna go with Aaron.
Damn it, that was gonna be mine.
Yeah.
So I got Grant. I need one more.
You need one more.
I was gonna take Aaron only because I thought you wanted him. You know what? I'm going puppies. I'm going Thomas A. I got the Thomases.
That's a good
Both
move.
Thomases, Mullet, Austin, Smoking Sam, and Beatboxing Grant. MC Grant. That's my
Going
5.
against all my morals here. My last one, Spencer.
The dark horse.
Yep, taking the dark horse.
I like that a lot.
I could just see him hanging around and hanging around and hanging around. It'll make it
I
interesting.
think he's gonna be a mid rose every
Yeah.
time, like 7 or 8. Not a front runner,
Yeah.
not at the bottom. I think that's a safe bet. I think he's gonna skate by.
So for our leftovers pool, we have John, Jeremy, Brian, Jahan, Hakeem, Jonathan, Marvin, and Sam N.
Okay. That's I don't like
It's a healthy pool.
I don't like any of those.
Yeah, I don't like any of those
I don't
guys.
like any of those guys.
Maybe Marvin.
Marvin's
I like
fine.
Marvin.
Marvin, we haven't seen much from Marvin.
No, we haven't.
So we'll get more from. I do notice that if you didn't get a lot from somebody in like this episode, you tend to get a little bit more next episode. But all in all, just fucking fun to watch because we watch it very differently than Bravo.
Yeah,
Bravo,
we watch
we're
it very
analytical.
differently. Fun. I would say fun-ish to watch. Very fun to break down.
A lot of fun to break down. This is going to be a fun little foray into this show. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I know that I certainly did. I laughed more this podcast than I think I have in a long time. So really looking forward to recapping these. If you liked this episode, go ahead and shoot a little 5-star review down there saying we love the Bachelorette episode, so more people listen to them because I'm digging the Bachelor universe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you did not join our community Zoom, that's happening tonight. But as you're listening to this, it happened last night, and you want to join in on the fun next time, make sure you sign up for Brav Bros members. We also have our exclusive episodes up and running. Our next one will be next week. We are doing a rom-com recap. I don't know. I think we're doing Bridesmaids.
I believe that was
number
second up, but
2?
we're going to have to look back through the notes there.
I think we recap Bridesmaids next week, but sign up for Brav Bros members. Link is in the bio at the bottom of the episode description of this episode. Other than that, we got OC coming back this week, which I'm actually weirdly excited for.
Very
weirdly. I miss our housewife shows. I'm not going to lie. Jersey's been annoying. So getting into one that's a successful and they're moving in the right direction, I'm excited to talk about OC. Never thought I would say that. Vicky Gunvalson is back. Maybe that's why I'm excited. I don't know.
Could be.
But other than that, you got anything else?
I do not.
Oh, Brav Bros are out of here.